Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for the Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 5. Okay, let's just get into it, because Lord knows what stream are going to do. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBirds, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also subscribe to my secondary channel, okay, called JLeesCorner Talk. The link to this is in the description box below. It is content over there. Go check it out, please, and thank you. Do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section. You can hit the share button to share it on your social media. Do not forget to also to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you, and always inhale and exhale for stressful days like today. Okay, y'all know to follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner on IG, but JLeesCorner on Twitter. Okay, make sure to do that, and also like the video and subscribe. Okay, let's get into the foolishness that ensued. So we see Ashley had her baby, her second baby son, Dylan or whatever, and now she's back home 2 days after having him, and she's happy to have both her boys. She's happy they're so close in age, so that way they can both always have each other. They're like 18, 19 months apart. And so she's just happy to have her family. The second son does not look like Michael. He more looks like her. That first son is a spinning image of a daddy. I'm like, girl, okay. Now we then see Mia with her family at the park, okay, dressed for a photo shoot. I'm looking like the kids gonna get all that dirty. Like, what is really? They're not. I'm like, because why the kids matching? Okay, why G in a sweater? Okay, the little daughter in the tutu. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. But I'm like, girl, this how they dress all the time. I'm gonna leave that be too. Now she sit up there chit and chatting with the kids or whatever, and she asked her oldest son, well, I believe it's 13, if he feels like she, is working too much or she's too busy right now. He's like, well, yeah, but I think you do that because you got to pay for this house. She's like, well, no, it's not just that, son. I'm saying I want to make sure that, you guys don't need for things that I did not have as a kid. So she's working to make sure they have all the things they need and they want, and because she knows what it's like to go without. And there's nothing wrong with trying to work to make sure your kids have a better life than you lived, but you can also make sure to not be absent from their lives, because that will affect them in one way or the other. Okay, mama was always working. Mama was always working. Now, my mom and my dad, who was passed me, rest in peace, have always worked, but I don't have any memories of either of them being gone so often that I don't, I have issues. I'm like, no. No. So again, it's a way to still work, but still be present in your children's lives too. But I also feel like Mia should not be mom shamed because she has a job that isn't a regular 9 to 5. I'll say that or whatever. Anyway, so we do see her and G, her husband G, talking about her mom, because she invited her mom. Her mom did not show up or whatever. Even though her mom don't live too far from where they are, she brings her, her mom and her are not the best because her mom was on drugs when she was younger. So her mom was not around like that. And so now that she's older, they still have not found that connection to make them close yet. But Mia wants it or whatever. And G even brings up how, your mom may see your dad in you. And maybe that could be a reason why it's hard for her to get close to you. Because Mia brings up how her mom has always said that she did remind her of her father, and how she was just like her father. And so that could be also a disconnect between them. And her mom has never gotten for her dad. I'm like, okay. But again, that's all we had with Mia. But I'm like, they dress, honey, for a photo shoot in that park. Okay, it's cute, but I mean, it's a photo shoot. We see Candiace at home. Okay, Candiace is at home, packing a suitcase from trash bags. We know they just moved in, but I'm like, I think people really move with trash bags or clothes. I feel like you have to protect your clothes. Okay, I bought bags to move my clothes in, but they were good old, like sturdy. They just weren't trash bags. They were like garment bags. I believe, and I had a lot. I had like 20 or 30 of these garment bags full of clothes when I moved, but I'm gonna leave that be too. Anyway, Candiace is sponsoring the cash trip or whatever. They're taking a trip to some city up in Virginia, And so she's packing fat or whatever. She's happy because she can kind of relax a little bit before she has to come back home. Chris reminds her, oh, don't forget, you can relax, on the trip or whatever. But when you get back, you have to shoot count them, 2 videos. Congrats to Candiace for shooting her videos. I mean, y'all know I like that girl. But again, I'm happy she's able to do things other than get on my nerves. So when they talking of what Naeem said, he asked her if she invited Ashley on the trip. And she was like, she's had a baby, so no, I forgot to invite her. Cause like you need to call her. Okay, you need to call her and also extend an invite to her just because she keeps telling us that she forgot to invite Ashley. She forgot to invite her to the pajama party at the house. Now she's forgotten to invite her to this trip. I feel like Candiace, grow up. Okay, grow up. If you can invite Karen, who you felt like also, you can invite Ashley. I mean, just ask her because again, if you think she won't come, doesn't really matter. But not invite her to be childish because again, y'all are all on the show. Stop being petty. It's cash trip. Leave it be. Anyway, so with this, see Ashley and Gizelle meet up at the house. Gizelle meets baby Dylan or whatever. He's a little cutie patootie. He poops all through his clothes or whatnot. Okay, well thank God the nanny was able to change him. But again, they sitting around chitting, chatting. And she asked her if Candiace has called you to invite you on a cash trip. Be going to Virginia. She's like, no, I haven't even heard from her. No, she hasn't called at all. And Gizelle said, well, but you know what? I'm going to invite you. Okay, the trip is next week. You're invited by me. But because she had a baby, she's like, well, I don't know. I'll come up for like one day. Okay, I won't be spending the night, but I'll come up for a day to have whatever fun. I think that's fine. Gizelle then gets into everything that has happened since Ashley had a baby, and they had they had at the pamper, not the pamper. What party was they at? Who else had something? I can't. Whatever happened the last time that I can't think about right now. But she brings up how they talked to Mia at the who party? What party was that? I really can't remember. Girl, at Candiace's pajama party. But she brings up how, her and Mia talked a little bit at the party or whatever, and Mia said she wanted to start over and for them to get on a better footing or whatever, so they can get to know each other. And so they decide to meet up later. I'm like, fine. She then brings up how, Wendy out here keep have her ass and her titties out. And I'm like, I mean, I guess it's true. But again, she just gossiping. It's like this is a gossiping session. Holding the baby, gossiping, holding the baby, or whatever. She also brings up how I heard these rumors on the blog that Eddie possibly has a sad baby. Okay, it could be cheating on who? Wendy. Now the blog they quoted the fact that it was the avatar. I was like, girl, that is not a no, because we know she has clickbait that don't be true, and it really be some fake ass news. So I feel like I feel like a hair is on my face. I feel like anyone you can't take nothing from All About the Sea as real gossip because we know that she would be on YouTube clickbaiting with stuff that ain't true or whatever. I mean that be. But for her, she feels as if, maybe the reason that this new Wendy who's out here with her boobs out, her titties out, or whatever, and that's not how she was last season. Could it be because her husband was cheating and she wants to make her body look better, whatever? That can be what it is. But when Gizelle said, I don't like discussing, BS on social media, but I think, that could be a reason. So I want to talk to her. I was like, Gizelle, all you do is talk about what someone said and what you heard and word on the curb is that you are a gossiper. So girl, leave that lady be, leave her alone and whatnot. Now we do see Wendy and Eddie at the house talking, and Wendy brings about she just feels like people want to put her in a box. Okay, she has to be just this teacher or just this commentator, but she likes trap music and she cusses like a sailor. And I was like, okay. Like I was like, I don't think anyone is putting you in a box that you did not put yourself in. Last season, Wendy did act like she was above all things that could be ratchet, and then she just seemed like not a stick in the mud, but she just seemed different. Okay, so I don't think anyone else put her in a box. I think she came on here trying to be in a box she put herself in, and now she wants to break out, okay? But again, acting like, oh, people don't want to see me for who I really am. I'm so multifaceted. That may be. That may be. But season one, your first season, you didn't show that, okay? But I'm gonna leave that be as well. But again, because like people don't think that I should be making candles. It's not that we don't think that you should be making candles. It's that we see you having planned to do shit by making a candle. You wanted this order some candles and then sell them to us and leave it be. You have not wanted to do the work that that you would need to build a home essentials uh uh business. You haven't, and we can see that. So it's not like, oh, what is she doing? It's like, what are you doing? Have you put in the work? Has she came on here and had all her shit together, all her ducks in a row, it would make it seem like, oh, she's really into this. You ain't did shit besides pick a design. That's it. Okay, that's it. And when Eddie brings up how you should really stop trying to keep piling stuff on top of already being busy, because when you do that, I can see that you're not 100%. Are you happy 100%? She's like, well, no, because she doesn't feel like she's fulfilled. He said, if I am already conjumbled with all kind of stuff, I'm doing A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I can't add HIJKLMNNOP. Okay, you can do that, and that's what he feels like Wendy is doing. And so she feel like, well, you need to stop being so hard on me. I'm just trying. I'm like, no, he's telling you truthful things. You are adding stuff on your plate when you're not finished eating for nothing. So you're getting stuffed for no damn reason. And then he then brings up how you have these candles out of work that you want to sell, but you haven't even checked to see the name you want to use is available. You haven't checked the tray. I'm like, how has she not checked the tray? How have you ordered candles in a name that you don't know isn't already trademarked somewhere damn else? What? She don't have no mission statement. She don't have the products. She does not have a business plan. I look like she don't have no budget. Wendy came on here not knowing what to do, but say, I want to sell candles. I don't know how. I haven't done any business plan, but I want to sell candles. I'm like, that ain't how you do, mama. That's not how a business works. Okay? At all. Okay? Do the work first. Okay? And the fact that she said, I had no idea I had to do all of this. Oh my God, I had no idea how much of a business mind I would need to do this, because this is my dream. Well, then make your dream a reality and do the fucking work, lady. Leave it be. Okay, we then see Robin and Gizelle and Mia all meet up at a little restaurant or whatever to get to know each other. Now when Mia gets there, okay, she looked great. Let's first say that. Her outfit was great, but she brings up how she was happy to be there to meet with them or whatever, to catch up, because she did not want anyone to feel like she's a rude person. So I don't mind Mia being happy to meet with Giselle and them, do a scene, because again, she wants to be on a show next season, and to do that, you should get to know the cast. Okay, you can't just be friend of one. You can't. She cannot just be Karen's friend. So I don't mind her wanting to talk to them. I just feel like don't let them run over you. Okay, don't do that, because Giselle and Robin, you know, is a dynamic duo of epic proportions and they shady bullshit. Okay, now we know Robin has no powers. Okay, so she latches on to Giselle to feel powerful. Okay, anyway, so just like it goes Giselle, I want to get your backstory. Like what? Who's Mia? What's going on? And me, but then she said, you're from Minneapolis. I'm like, Minneapolis? What is Minneapolis? I'm like, did she mean Minneapolis? Giselle can't talk. But Mia gets very candid. But Mia has always said she's an open book. And I appreciate her saying she's an open book. I don't like how people judge her so harshly and think she's fake and fugazi, because she may have a slip of the tongue. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that be as well. So me as a business, I am from Minneapolis. I was in foster care as a kid. You know, so my dad was abusive to my stepmom, because my mom was gone, she was on drugs, and my dad, who was abusive to my stepmom, like beat her up or whatever, and there was like glass everywhere, and so she got cut with glass all over the following day in school either the kids or the teacher saw her clothes bleeding from the cuts from the glass, and so they called CPS, and then she was taken away and put in foster care. And so her mom, of course, was on drugs back then. Her mom has not been clean for 10 years. So again, she's talking. I'm sure she said other things, but they're hearing how hard her life was as a kid. So for me, them teasing her and making fun of her, like, "Oh, you were a dancer, you were a stripper," y'all don't know her story. So we be so quick to judge folks and laugh about folks, and we really don't know what's going on. So I feel like I did not like how, because they then heard the story, now they have this respect for her. Like, oh, we shouldn't tease her. Oh, you've been through so much. I'm like, everyone, not everyone. A lot of people have been through a lot. So before you judge them, figure out what their life is about or whatever. Okay. Now Robin brings up how she can feel for her because Juan's parents passed away from AIDS, which they caught from sharing needles doing drugs back in the day. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. I did not know that's how Juan's parents passed away. However, Mia then said her dad also passed away from AIDS too because of heroin use, which means you share needles is bad, bad, bad. And so the fact that both Robin and Mia has that in common, that both of them, well, not Robin, but Robin's fiance, she called her husband. He ain't your husband. He ain't your husband. I'm gonna leave that be too. But it was cool to see them have a human conversation and for them to listen to somebody else and not be shady ass bitches. I'm gonna leave that be. Now again, just oh my god, you've been through so much. But look at you now here and the fur coat. She's like, no, faux fur. I'm like, okay, faux fur. But look at you now, you're looking great or whatever. A lot of people have been, you don't know what someone's been through. So, you gotta calm down sometimes or whatever. And it's sad the only time Gizelle wants to be nice is when she knows someone's sad childhood story. I don't like her today. Anyway, but that was them sitting around chit chatting and chatting shit. Okay. Now we then see Drive to Virginia Day. Yay! And they're taking a whole party bus down there. It was a huge party bus, okay, with lots of space or whatever. If they're going down for I think 3 days. Now, Wendy was dressed like Aaliyah in 2000s. So these are Wendy's old looks, and then the one on the end with her in the white is her today. And was it Robin or did someone said Wendy never dressed like this? I don't know what's going on. Um, what Wendy had on was very, very cute. It was very, very cute, but it's truthful also that it is so much different than how she used to dress last season. Last season, it's just different. Okay, she got a little braids in her head or whatever. It's just a different Wendy that we ain't used to. Again, she got her boobs done, and now she wants, got her boobs done in lipo, and so now she wants to show off her body. Okay, her whole body. But I mean, it's just different. It's not bad. It's just like, whoa, titties every day, titties every day, titties, or whatever. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, so we do see like they're on the bus, whatever. Yep, it was Wendy, Candiace, Gizelle, Robin, Karen, Mia, Skyla. I think I named them all. I hope so. If I didn't, it's okay. So they drive around or whatever, and so Gizelle and Robin feel like, oh, Karen's here, yeah. Karen feel like, for her, there was no conversation needed with Gizelle until Gizelle takes accountability for things she said, meaning Gizelle saying, Bray will be dead before she, loses her looks or whatever. And Bray ain't dead now. Anyway, Candiace brings up how I didn't invite that. No, I forgot to invite Athy, and she then, but Gizelle then said, but I invite her, so she'll be down. She's coming down for one day. And when Candiace said, is her coochie healing from having a baby? And I was looking like, bitch, see, that's why I don't like you. I feel like ain't Wendy tits and ass healing my surgeries? Like, why are you? People have babies every day, and they travel everywhere. I don't, girl, get on my face, can't you see? Was it funny? Yes. Was it necessary? No. If you don't like her, just say that. Okay, just say that. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, they was on the bus or whatever, having some fun on a pole, dancing. Gizelle got on the everyone got on the pole, and when Mia got on the pole, they was like, "Oh, you have experience doing this. That's not your first time on a pole." Because remember, Mia said that she was never a pole dancer. and stripping. People think stripping is about pole. Some people she may be giving lap dances, but not only that, I don't think people realize the rich women do pole dancing as exercise. So they have pole class. She doesn't have. I don't know now if she didn't get pole in the strip club, but I'm like, it was cute. It was fun shade. It wasn't a bad thing. It was fun shade. They had fun. I like it when they have fun. It's enjoyable. Okay, so they get to the house and they stand around. Oh, wrong picture. So the house has 4 rooms and one in the main house, and there's a 3-room cottage. So this is the bedroom. At least each room looks the same, okay? Because each room is like a master suite. So it's not as if one room in this house is worse than the other. But this is what the room basically looks like, okay? And this is the upstairs room. So Ken decides that she, along with Gizelle, Robin, and Mia, will be in the main house. And then Karen, Wendy, and Skylar will be in the cottage house or whatever. And she brings up because, well, Wendy and Karen, are friendly now, so they can be over there. And, Gizelle and Mia and Robin are trying to like men, friendship or what men friendships, so they can be here. I also feel like it makes sense to not have Karen and Gizelle in the same house. Leave that should be. And the house is so nice. And they said to Wendy, how you upset because you're not in the main house? Well, because if it's not the main house, it means it's less than. Okay, I don't want to be, girl. It's a fucking vacation house. It's like you're not moving there forever. It's 3 fucking days. Calm down. But the look of the main house is so amazing. I feel like it's, girl. It was. Look, this room is amazing. Okay, it looks amazing, amazing. Anyway, so they all sit around and whatever. They talk about how, okay, yeah, me and Gizelle, and no, Gizelle said me, Robin, and Mia have made up. We went out, had some food, shit and chatted or whatever. So we are on a better, we're on better footing now. We're on a new slate. It's fine, fine, fine. And when Karen said, oh, I just hope that Mia's friendship, okay, with Gizelle is better than mine. And I feel like that's a valid point because Gizelle is friends with Robin. I mean, she also doesn't care about Robin that much. But again, Gizelle sometimes have better relationships with other people besides Karen, and vice versa. So I don't mind that. But again, Mia, watch your ass. Anyway, so again, the main house is wonderful or whatever. They pick their rooms. Now, Gizelle, they sit on the table or whatever, and because this is them there, okay, in the house or whatever. And so Giselle does say to Robin how I want you upstairs instead of Mia because it's 2 rooms upstairs, 2 rooms downstairs in the main house, and the main house is a huge house. And so Candiace was downstairs with the main uh master suites. Okay, they say that Obama slept there. I forgot. Had the pictures anyway. They're all here. Um, but Robin, just when Gizelle said that to Robin, that she wants her upstairs because again, Gizelle and Mia was upstairs, Robin and Candace was down. They had the choice to pick their rooms. So why would you two hoes say, well, can we be on the second floor together? Like, why did y'all act as if it was dumb? Anyway, so Robin then says to Mia, based on what Giselle just said, that she wants her upstairs. Mia, I'm gonna take your room. We're gonna put you downstairs or whatever. I'm going to take your room. And I was looking like, bitch, what? What? Me was like, that's fine. I'm in the main house. So it doesn't really care. And kind of, oh, look at that. Look how fast they move. Already, they're kicking her out of her room. And it's like, this is my thing. It wasn't the fact that they wanted to be on the same floor. It's how Robin did it. It's how Robin said it. Robin, you don't run shit with your mouth. Okay, you just don't. So to say to me, not you should have asked her, hey, do you mind if me and Gizelle both are upstairs? Can you take the downstairs room? Because again, the rooms don't look any different. Okay, the upstairs has a balcony, but the downstairs it leads out to a patio. So it's not as if one room is worse than the other. My issue is how she did it, how she said it pissed me off. Okay, and again, Karen was right. Look how fast they turn on you because they already snatching your room. Okay, Candiace then say, "You gonna let them punk you like that?" She was like, "Look, I don't care. Like, I don't care. She could have the view." I was like, "Oh, really?" On Twitter, Candiace put, I would have not took that. And Mia then said, you know what, I just wanted to give somebody who's not used to luxury at home a piece of the view. I was like, bitch, because we don't think Robin gets luxury all the time. I'm gonna leave that be. But again, because she said in the scene, you can have that view. I was like, okay, let her know. But yeah. So we then see, but this is also, you went so hard in that text to Gizelle and Robin. Where's the one who said, I don't let anyone tell me what to do because I'm a boss? Where was Boss Mia? Because that would have made me mad more than that text. Telling me you going to take my room, bitch? What? No, ask me if I mind changing rooms. That would have been my reply. But maybe Mia's not trying to cause no waves. But again, I would have cussed Robin's ass out all the way from the rooter to the toot her. Anyway, so we sit around or whatever. And Giselle say, does anybody else want to say sorry while we're here? Is anyone trying to say sorry? Karen was like, are you talking to me? Yes, I think she is. So Karen brings up how she's already apologized to the group via a group text about her behavior at Wendy's party and her fussing and fighting with Gizelle. Gizelle then says she wants an apology for lies that Karen has told about her and her family. I'm like, what lies? She talking about the rumor of Jamal having some kid out with somebody else or whatever. I'm like, that first of all, that rumor didn't come from Karen. That rumor came from Jamal's dick. Okay, because it's always pew 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 shooting up plugs. Okay, it's like you have to know Jamal has impregnated a few people, so you can't blame Karen for repeating the rumor that was already out there. Okay, it wasn't a lie. I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Don't leave that be. But anyway, Karen, like, look, if Gizelle really wanted to squash this shit or whatever, she really wanted to, fix things, whatever, she would have came to me as a woman, one on one, to have a conversation. But no, she's here. Okay, she needs an audience to perform. Okay, she needs an audience to perform her anger. Okay, and I don't have time for the bullshit or whatever. She also said Gizelle lie about everyone's family. Okay, so she said bad stuff about me too that I won't repeat. But I'm like, Gizelle is on bullshit. I'm like, Karen is like not letting up. Okay, at the all or whatever. And like, what did she say? Of course, there's the whole thing with Ray dying or whatever. Look, I do not want Ray to die. Okay, I want Ray to live. I apologize for anything I've said to you, Karen. That I've done to you. I am sorry. Okay, I want Ray to live. I want Ray to pay his bills. I was like, see, that's that bullshit. Okay, that's that bullshit. But when Karen said Gizelle, whole life was a lie. Okay, and she's a fraud and she likes to deflect. That's what it is. I'm like, y'all are out here really fussing, honey, all up and through this thing over now. Okay, but that's kind of how it ended with her saying you're a fraud, and with Karen saying she's a fraud, and Gizelle saying that I won't Ray to pay his bills. I'm looking like, Gizelle, just stop. Just stop. You out here trying to defend or get an apology for a fake relationship that never was. Okay, or it hasn't been in a while. In a while. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Do not forget to like the video. Okay, like the video. Do not forget to follow me on social media. Boom, pow, pow. The links are in the description box below. Do not forget to subscribe. Okay, to subscribe. Okay, to both pages or whatever. And I will talk to y'all later, tomorrow or today. Who knows? Gotta go. Bye bye.